Welcome back to the Taylosive Talks podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined with Min.
Hello.
Wait, can we call you Min?
Yeah.
Okay. We
Yeah.
used to not say that publicly, remember?
Yeah, because, I don't know, privacy thing, I guess.
There's no privacy anymore. We can just give
True.
up. So,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, we go way back.
Mhm.
Oh, God. How far back do we go? I mean, when did we meet? Was it piano?
Middle school?
Middle school.
Probably.
The gate class.
Yeah.
Because we were gifted.
We were getting a special education.
I should have just been in E class for education because the gate stood for gifted and talented.
Yeah.
You were talented.
Thank you.
I don't know if I was.
I'm trying to remember the first time that we met. It might have been in there during, like, when we were doing film, like, KCTV stuff.
Right. We used to have a after school activity where we would make like a newscast show for the whole school, and only the gate class could work on it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
everyone watched it, or was forced to watch it. So everyone sort of knew who we were. So we were celebrities in middle school.
Celebrities, victims,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
Victims of bullying.
Everyone would pick up. You were the kid on the TV. Were you ever the anchor for KCTV?
No, I just did like the skits and editing.
Oh, okay. So you weren't picked on.
Yeah, I was doing the funny stuff.
Yeah, there would be skits about like.
Just so random.
Yeah, it could be somewhat related to school, whether it was like do your homework or brush your teeth.
I remember one specifically. It was Colby, my friend Colby.
Oh yeah,
you know,
I remember.
He was it was one where he was like chewing gum and he stuck it at the bottom of the table. and then Luke and Dante showed up, but it would be like slow-mo, super epic with like Tron music, like the Daft Punk Tron soundtrack.
Right.
And it was just so ridiculous. Like
about why that's bad, right?
Yeah.
I was just imagining cool music about everyone putting gum under the. It's cool to put gum on the table. No, it was like, don't do this, don't do that, or there must have been 80 episodes about don't bully.
Yeah.
Don't bully people. I hope it worked.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Though, but I remember specifically that was like when Minecraft first came out. And we would sit there and just play like whatever cracked version of Minecraft or like the beta version of Minecraft on the iMac in there.
I remember at that middle school first hearing about Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like this was back in I think beta 1.4.
This is when it was only like $20. Yeah.
Is it not $20?
It's like 28, but
jeez, inflation's hitting everybody. You know where to put your stimulus checks now. But I think it was Jake who was talking to me, who was in my old Hamlet skit from high school.
Wow.
You're talking about Luke,
who
was also in a bunch of our skits growing up.
Yeah.
Who's like, there's this game where you have all these blocks and you can build. I was like, what are you talking about? And we had iMacs from like 2009.
Yeah, no, they were old.
They were kind of older iMacs, now even more old, but old for the time in the gate class where we would edit the skits on them, but they also happened to be great at Minecraft.
Yeah.
So we played a lot of Minecraft in there. Yeah. Back then, the new feature was beds.
Yeah.
I remember. They had just launched beds. You could sleep through the entire night.
Can you imagine?
And not have to deal with the mobs.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's so cool.
Yeah.
We got beds. So obviously it's way bigger than that now. But
there was a time where we would sit there and just play for hours after school. After finishing editing like early, we're just like, we're going to edit everything. And then
you want to see how quickly you could edit.
Yeah.
So you could get to Minecraft.
And then listen to Revenge by Captain Sparkles because that had dropped then too.
What a nostalgia fest.
Our teacher was like, you guys need to stop. I don't want to hear Revenge by Captain Sparkles on repeat.
Yeah,
that song's fire.
It was fire. It did so well that someone made a parody of it, I think, named Pitbull or something.
Yeah.
Mr.
Worldwide.
Someone made a parody of Revenge, but that was a big part of probably our first years hanging out a lot, but we can't gloss over piano.
Yeah. Wow, what a time.
What a time.
I think I might have started with our piano teacher in middle school because I had
you did?
learned with someone else before that.
Okay.
But I had been playing since I was like 6 or something.
Wow.
Like that.
You started way younger than I did.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I remember crying as
Really?
a kid at like my first lesson. I was like, I don't want to play piano.
Yeah, it's always intimidating at first when you haven't done it before. I started in like the 5th grade, I think.
Yeah.
So I was a bit older, but
Yeah.
then we had the same piano teacher, and at some point she decided to let some of her students partner up for duets.
Yeah.
And I think we were the only guys.
Yeah.
Out of all her,
out of all her students, really, yeah.
So she was like, "Well, do you know Min?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, we go to school.
Yeah, we play Minecraft together.
We can get in front of everyone for the recital.
Yeah.
Boom, we all play the Minecraft. No, we didn't. We played what was it?
Bases Loaded.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was like the most cliche
baseball sounding.
You think
song.
of a baseball song.
It was fun though. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
We had to practice together, and it was just kind of a unique friendship because I didn't know anyone else at the school where I was like, "See you at practice later." And most people would say that on the football team. Where we were like, "See you at practice later." You're like fist bump and then go later. And we had that down.
Yeah,
we had to
it was
memorize
really good.
it.
Yeah.
You were much better than I
was. That was very hard. I hardly ever remember my songs when I play.
I felt bad because I was probably pushing you off the bench seat all the time. That was always like we had to.
Yeah.
You were on the lower keys, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And I had to play the higher
melody,
part. Yeah. And sometimes you'd get your hands all intermixed.
Yeah.
Or, we would, not just you, but that's a different type of playing that was challenging.
It was fun. Yeah. I actually really miss piano. I wish I had stayed playing throughout. Yeah.
I feel the same way. Our piano teacher's my aunt, so I still see her very regularly. Yeah. She's like the sweetest lady I've ever met, and she's very, very friendly, but still was able to teach us quite a bit. And I quit the lessons. I think after my freshman year of high school.
Mine was towards the beginning of senior year of high school.
Oh wow! Okay,
yeah.
So you were with it for a bit longer too, and I was basically having so much stuff coming up between the homework, and I was in band as well, marching band. And that was taking up a ton of time, and by that time I was kind of figuring out I wanted to pursue this YouTube thing more consistently. So when YouTube was becoming more and more of my hobby, I just didn't feel much of a drive to play as much, so I was sad to tell her.
Like a piano YouTube channel.
That's true. There's so many good ones. Have you watched any?
Yeah, there's a few that do like covers of like popular shows. Or
I can't think of the. Oh, Samuel Kim is one guy I watch who does lots of Star Wars and Marvel mashups.
Or like Studio Ghibli, like stuff. Oh, it's so good.
There's some really good channels to the point now where. I'm out of high school.
We played Bases Loaded really poorly on their YouTube channel.
You could have the visualizer.
I bet there's a recording of it somewhere. Like, I bet...
Yeah, how did we play the song that many times and we don't know where a documented recording of it?
I don't know.
Sometime it was recorded.
Because we would play it... I think we played it once for like a rest home or something like
That's
that.
That's right. Yeah. We went to a rest home.
Yeah.
And
they loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw roses at us and they were like, encore!
Well, they threw tomatoes at me. But, after high school and everything, after I got through school and, barely made it out and all that, I was like, man, that was like a really cool skill.
Yeah.
That you just... I notice I just will, like, completely lose it if you don't stay on top of it. If you don't practice it, I can hardly read sheet music now. But I wish I wouldn't have given it up because it's a... And now it's with work and all the time I'm trying to make for it. It's like I can't really pick it up now, but I just wish I had a mild talent to it.
I'll play it every so often, but there are only a few songs that have just been completely ingrained in like my memory.
Oh, good.
That I can just play if I have like just the sheet music there.
Yeah.
But other than that, like learning new stuff is like really tough. Like it's just like learning a new language basically.
Yeah, it is a language.
Yeah.
You have to get the muscle memory of everything down. It's bizarre how you can memorize exactly, eventually you don't even like look at the notes. You're just kind of feeling for the keys, and you're like, that's the right octave and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I played trombone in band for 6th to 9th grade, but that's, I guess, less elegant or marketable as an instrument.
Oh wait, no, that's this one. Right?
Yeah, that big one. Like, piano is kind of classy. You know,
Yeah.
if you went to a party or an event or something,
Yeah, you bring
just,
your piano with you, and
or if I meant like if there was a piano
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
there, you could just sit down and play, and people are like.
bass is loaded.
But with the
Solo.
trombone, you know, that's like you
Hey,
need a
whose
band.
trombone is this? Let me.
You just walk up to one and start playing. Yeah, you got to be part of a big
Yeah.
group, or at least a jazz group to kind of
Yeah.
flex the trombone talent. But
Yeah.
piano, I definitely
Piano and
miss.
guitar too. Like.
Oh yeah, did you play much guitar?
A little bit. I don't
Uh-huh.
know very much. I'd love to learn like how to play it, but
Uh-huh.
I have not.
I had like 3 notes down, and someone told me 3 notes is all you need.
I could
for
play
like-
Happy Birthday probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
you could
I
get
know.
that. As long as you sing through it,
Yeah.
you just play the same chord over and over.
Yeah.
But we had more projects into high school. What changed after middle school?
Film club, right?
Oh yeah, we had a film club.
It was just called the Redacted High School.
Yeah, we'll just say
Film-
redacted.
But
But
film club.
yeah, what did we do in film club? I can't remember.
There was we had we had
Skits.
one advisor first year. I don't know if I could say this, but Miss Upton. Right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, and she was also our trigonometry teacher. Or at
Oh,
least my
that's right.
trigonometry teacher.
Yeah,
But she
taught
was
me.
like very, very nice, very like
chill.
She was a great teacher and a great like advisor for the club. But then she had moved to a different school,
Yeah,
which I was
she
really sad
transferred.
about because I really enjoyed being in her class. And,
Yeah,
like,
she was
spending time
she was funny, and you could hang out with her and talk with her,
Yeah.
but she was also good at teaching the subject, so I enjoyed having her, and
Yeah.
she let the film club meet in her class
Yeah,
and everything,
Yeah.
and I think we had.
I don't even remember what things like we would film there. Really.
I think we made skits for like the rallies. You remember that at all?
A little bit. But I don't know if I had done the one, but there was that one clip because you have that folder of like all the videos that I'm in, and that one video where we're sitting there and I just tackle you.
We were doing. This was like Vine days,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is like back when Vine was alive.
Yeah.
And
Right.
back then we were like, let's come up with a bunch of like Drew and Min skits that are 8 seconds or
Yeah.
7 seconds. So obviously you couldn't say or do much,
Yeah.
but
Slapstick comedy, basically.
yeah, we'd like binder would be overlapping on the
Yeah.
other's desk,
Yeah.
and then we'd
Push
push
it
it
over.
back and forth, and then you'd tackle me, and then the skit just ends. And
Yeah.
I found those the other day, and I was like, what were we thinking? What was the thought process?
I remember because that was during the time that I was doing, well, again with Minecraft. I was drawing like Minecraft characters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was doing speed art, and that
Right.
was sort of where I sort of began doing more art and stuff like that. It was bad. It was bad, but
You got to start somewhere.
yeah. And I remember drawing our teacher as like a Minecraft character because she was like, "You draw me as a Minecraft character?" I was like, "Yeah." That was pretty cool.
Minecraft has changed
Yeah.
our culture forever.
That has just shaped who I am today.
I think I was in the what was it? ASB or is it
Yeah.
ABS?
ASB.
Okay.
Assistant Student Body.
Assistant. I always thought it stood for Advanced
Stupid
Signs and Banners.
People.
No. No, it was just like drawing posters and stuff most of the time. So I literally thought it stood for signs and banners, and then someone had to explain to me later. No, that's Advanced Student Body. But I basically took that class because they let me be the dedicated video guy. So anything the school needed for video work, like for football games or tennis or any sport or any rally, any type of footage, or if we had I think we had a speaker once come and they had me film them. So I was like, if you let me be in this class and I'll do all the video stuff, but you let me just go
Do
to my
own thing,
iMac and I'll manage myself. That's perfect.
You just go there and you just hear Revenge from Kansas Park just playing really loud.
I'm gonna go work on the video now. No. But I basically was good at keeping myself busy because I was working on YouTube videos for the Tailosive Network all the time, whether it was comedy skits. This was when you
were pretty small, right? Like maybe
it was
maybe like 1,000, not even 1,000.
No, I remember the day we hit 100 subscribers.
Yeah,
and I was in Upton's class because she had the IMAX there.
Yeah,
it's funny how throughout school there was always a couple IMAX.
Yeah,
there was
just conveniently placed for us. They spawned there for us.
Drew is going to school here. But they had like somewhat newer ones, like the thin new design, and
I remember those. Yeah,
they were like, this is for ASB and for film club, and you can edit with this. And so Upton was like, you can be president of the film club, and that means you can come into my class and use these computers when you're in ASB.
Yeah.
So every, I think it was fourth period, I got to just check in with the ASB teacher and say, hey, I'm going to go work on videos.
Things.
And it didn't really matter. Even if there wasn't anything scheduled, she didn't expect me to really do much in there. So she was like, okay.
You want to make me work on posters?
They didn't have... They never asked me to do...
Photoshop?
Right.
We just get it printed, bro.
Just get it printed. It was probably too expensive to print.
Probably.
But yeah, no, they didn't really care. So I think I did that and then a teacher's assistant period. So that I got 2 periods out of the school day where I got to just sit at the iMac and edit videos for either Film Club or Tailosive, and that was fun.
I think most of my film editing experience came from middle school through like
really
iMovie.
Oh yeah.
I'm like mostly self-taught. Like, all of that stuff, like with Premiere later on. Just kind of learned it myself, but like I watched a lot of your stuff and was just like, because oh man, when did I start my YouTube channel?
I didn't take any lessons at all.
My YouTube channel was like very small starting out, but it was just like gameplay and stuff like that. I remember my first one was like, I recorded my computer screen from like my flip camera on a tripod.
I think we've all been there,
but
at some point.
From that, it turned into like a lot of gameplay stuff, and I was buying games and playing games, and there were some videos that peaked a little bit. Like I think the most views on one of my videos is like 1,000, right? But they kept getting like better and better, and then I'd have like series, like weekly series and stuff like that. And I got up to, I think right now it's about like 170 subscribers on that channel, but, which is pretty crazy because I didn't really do anything. I just play games. But that was like at the age where like people, or like everyone wants to do like a gaming channel.
Oh sure.
Like something like that, or everyone wants to do some sort of gameplay, let's play.
Yeah, it was getting really popular at that point.
That's kind of like how people want to be TikTokers right now, something like that. Right? If you want to relate it to something like that.
Sure.
But yeah,
that's a good comparison.
That was a fun time. I mean, I did really enjoy it. I love video editing a lot. Like,
and you do that a lot now. Yeah, so we talked about high school, film club, and
then there was that point where when Upton had left, then we switched to
Mr. Andrew.
Yeah.
And he had a big computer lab, and we moved the iMacs in there.
Yeah.
I became a teacher's assistant for him. Yeah. And basically during the assistant period, he let me just keep doing what I was doing. So I was in there a lot of the day. Yeah, we always got together and had lunch in there. Yeah. A few film club meetings. I tried to get the series of skits going, but it was difficult to get people all showing up because obviously they just
and also
eat.
Everyone wears something different every day, so you can't continuity.
You can't be like, all right, we'll finish filming tomorrow. It's like, nope, we got to film it in 30 minutes, and that's it. So getting everyone together, especially during lunch, which is when everyone wants to eat
and go somewhere to eat.
So I very vividly remember trying to track everyone down. I was like, where are you? Come here, we need to film. And we'd have like 20 minutes to film everything. But that was definitely an exercise of like getting the scripts down and getting something funny within a short amount of time. And then I went back and watched them a couple years ago, and I was like, these are terrible. I did not like them.
But they were entertaining at the time. Yeah, like people would watch them, or we'd tell people like, "Hey, check this out! This is really cool. This is like my pride and joy right now."
Yeah, I think the process was probably more fun than the product.
Yeah,
I think it was a lot of fun to watch if you were involved in them. Yeah. Like the people who starred in them, and Mr. Andrew, of course, was in a few of them as well. I'd be like, "Hey, we need you to say this line and say this," and he was always up for it. He was very up for it. and chill and excited to be a part of it. And
I think we did a podcast episode with him.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I don't even remember what it was about.
I don't either.
I was just kind of sitting there listening.
Yeah, it was a stacked.
Yeah,
it was a stacked group, but a lot of shows didn't make the cut because they reveal too much or we go into too much detail on something. Yeah. So I'm like, whoops.
Tackling hot topics.
Or they'll show too much of the background and stuff. But I've gotten smarter about that moving forward.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of good memories in that lab and a lot of skits we made there, and then I would edit them in that same area. Yeah. But I also watched a lot of Apple events in that room.
Oh, really?
as they were happening.
When the iPod 1 came out?
No, this wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
I think I remember watching the iPhone 6 event
that
there.
Sounds about right.
So 2014?
Yeah.
And they unveiled
That's when the
Apple Watch.
At that time I had the blue iPod Gen.
That's right.
Yeah. I had one of those. I didn't have
a
phone at that point. Yeah.
I got my first iPhone in freshman year of high school.
Mine was probably junior year of high school, which would have been senior year for you. But I
thought I was late.
I got the 6S Plus.
Oh yeah.
But that was like mind blowing.
You had that for a while too.
Yeah. I just recently upgraded the 11 Pro Max that I have right now is probably only about a year old.
Right, yeah. I remember when you got it, because I was like, you're still on the 6.
It was working just fine, but I don't know how I...
The last one with a headphone jack.
Mm-hmm.
And, you got to hold on to it for a while.
Yeah.
Because
it's still... My mom uses it now, but...
Oh, good.
She just got the 8.
Oh, she upgraded too.
Yeah.
She missed the jack?
Yeah, but I gave her my old AirPods, the ones that you gave me.
Oh, cool.
So she's using those.
Sweet. Yeah, I love AirPods. It just sucks that they degrade over time. They get worse.
It's so good. I don't know how people like worked out or exercise with like wires.
We all did it somehow.
Yeah. I don't know. Like people would run like that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Like the old advertising campaigns for the iPod. Yeah. It was like the cables dangling everywhere.
They had like the armbands and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I used to do that. Yeah. I had an armband for my phone and then it broke.
Yeah.
The phone was just coming out.
Well, you still need it for like even if you have wired headphones. But I was seeing that you could download songs on Spotify on your watch, so I've been doing that.
So you could not bring your phone with you, just to watch an AirPod. I've done that a few times too.
It's pretty nice.
It's handy.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the Tailosive Tech podcast.
Let's talk technology.
Min. But
I don't really know anything besides the stuff that I have.
Well, you always ask for advice. I try to steer you in the right direction best I can.
That's best choice I ever made.
That was probably your biggest money saver I offered. I was like, were you in the market for a watch? And you were like, I'm thinking of getting the
No.
No, it wasn't. Well, how did that go? You were just like, I'm in the market for a watch.
I am not sure. I was just like, I wanted a watch so I could track my physical activity so I could start working out more.
Yeah.
And it's definitely gotten me to like be motivated and work
with the
out.
rings.
I gotta fill the rings out.
Yeah.
Or else someone's gonna come for my ass.
And I think the SE was available at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, don't get the 6.
It's great.
Get this one.
I love it. Yeah.
And the only reason I got the 6 was for the red.
Yeah.
I was like, if you don't care about the color, then...
Check your blood oxygen level or
whatever. Right. And I don't use that feature.
They're like, yeah, there's oxygen in your blood.
Good job. There's oxygen somewhere.
How does it do that? There's like a laser or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like close proximity cameras and lights that like
so weird.
Bounce some sort of like some kind of reflectivity, and like the green light will reflect a certain amount of blood count.
It's pretty crazy though.
Yeah, there's a ton of sensors, but it's not. From what I've heard, it's not super accurate.
Yeah.
It's not like medical grade, so you can't really
you have your
do
medical,
anything.
Like people who need that would probably have the medical.
Right. This can't replace that.
For it anyways.
Like the ECG feature is FDA approved, so that one's supposed to be accurate, but not the blood oxygen. So I was like,
yeah.
Well,
no, I love the watch so far.
I'm glad it worked well.
I wish that they had more faces and stuff that I could play around with though, or like if you could design your own or something like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
They need I think there's like
I've seen people like mod it, or not mod it, but like do some sort of software thing or like code their own like wallpapers, and they're really cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they had a program where you could tinker the font and the widget placement and everything. But yeah, they've been saying that since like the first generation.
Yeah.
When are you going to let third parties design?
Yeah.
And they will let businesses design a watch face using the already installed options, and then you can share that. So it's like, hey, check out our watch. But no one does that.
Yeah.
But
I think the next thing is a blue band. I'm waiting for the blue band.
Oh,
this red one is from you. It's very nice. The Telos of gaming colors.
Yeah, the gaming watch band.
The gaming watch band.
I've wanted to. It's difficult to get into the gaming space, as you were mentioning earlier. It's just it's so saturated.
It's oversaturated, yeah.
And I think that it can be done if you're like fully committed to it, because I have friends that I've told you about, and you've tuned into their streams and stuff that have found a way to make the gaming content work, but you have to go all in.
Here's how it works. You either have to be funny, you either have to be really good at the game, or you have to be a girl.
Right. Or more specifically attractive.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. But
yeah, I think you're right. The being very good
or an
seems to
attractive
help.
guy, I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever you're into.
Yeah, whatever. The biggest streamers, not the best streamers. That's all subjective. But the biggest streamers are still men.
Yeah.
So, I do think it's probably, if anything, more challenging for girls to get into, because they deal with a lot more like creepy or
stuff,
hate, or misogynistic problems.
Totally.
And I don't know. I feel like guys are lucky in that we don't deal with as much of it. It still happens, but it from what I can see, at least, it seems less common.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're right. There's also there's also a certain demographic you attract if you are a female that is relatively attractive. Then when people are like, I'm gonna watch this one.
Yeah.
But being good at the game helps, and
or like knowing a lot about the game, or like taking a twist on a game. Like
you need a
signature.
signature.
Set yourself apart from it.
I think that's what I always struggled with.
That's why people do like speedrunning, or if they do like Pokemon Nuzlocke and stuff like that, or like putting like constraints on a game where it's like a challenge.
Makes it harder.
Like
because I think there's a ton of people that stream and play games and post it, but a lot of them are doing it. I'm guilty of this myself, very casually, and they're not trying to do anything differently.
Because they're like Let's Plays, for example. Like it's the same game that you're playing through. It's just the personality about the person that's playing it that makes like the whole gameplay,
makes
the
it
whole
unique.
video interesting. You know,
because there's only so many people that can just do walkthroughs. I think that's another misconception, because you can only have so many channels that just record no commentary, no face cam or anything, just the game. Like 2 or 3 big channels do that, and then the rest is just kind of an echo chamber. It's just everyone doing
the same thing. Yeah.
So what happens is people look on YouTube and they see giant channel, million subscribers, and all they do is walkthroughs. No commentary. They're like, wow, he gets a ton of hype, so I can do it. So then they just record themselves playing, not doing anything, and upload it, and they're like, why?
You have to build yourself up to that point to be able to do that. Sort of thing, I think. But.
And a lot of people probably don't realize, because they discovered the Tailosive network later, that like the tech channel and the gaming channel started at the same day. I started both simultaneously because it all started with the primary YouTube channel with completely irrelevant. We forgot about that little detail. When was that? High school?
That was I believe junior senior year of high school.
Yeah, we were hanging out in film club. Well.
Completely irrelevant as a fever dream.
Yeah. I don't remember how that all happened, but basically we had lots of skits that you were in. And back then I was
with Max and Bryson later on. My friend Bryson. Shout out Bryson. Hi, Bryson. And Eddie also filming as well.
Right. Yeah, Eddie was filming a lot, and a lot of fun memories back when...
It was a lot of fun.
The filming process. I think they're still up. I can't remember.
Probably.
Some episodes I just cringe whenever I see them.
Oh, no, totally.
But the filming process was a lot of fun.
It was hilarious.
And the bloopers were probably more funny than the scripts.
Just the amount of takes that would just take to just do one scene, because everyone would just burst out laughing or something like that.
It would take a long time to get all the lines right. But anyway, back then I was just doing skits and no one was watching them. Like, no one cared. Yeah. I think that was one of the reasons I never finished the season 2 finale, was because I remember posting the trailer.
There was just so much going on in it that there was so much to unpack, because there were so many new people that had just kind of been thrown in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, me and Max wrote the first season, and then the second season was just me, because he was busy with after-school programs and I think the decathlon. Were you in that?
No.
Okay. I never understood it.
Yeah.
I didn't follow that. It was like
more school, basically.
Yeah.
Learn
like
more.
Students outside of school took more classes and did more homework, and I was
academic decathlon, Acadeca, right?
Is that fun? Yeah. I mean, if it's fun for you, then great. But I could not comprehend why anyone would enjoy that. It just sounded
just like a pursuit of knowledge type thing.
I guess. I've never wanted more knowledge, unfortunately. No, I want knowledge of different things, but theirs was just like more schoolwork. But anyway, the season 2 trailer for the finale. Yeah. I posted it, and I remember it like literally got 0 views for like days, and I checked back like days later, and there was literally no one watching, and we had just filmed, and I don't think we were done filming it.
We did like one or two episodes, maybe, right?
Yeah. Well, we filmed probably 12 or 14 episodes.
Oh wow.
But the finale was very complicated, and there was going to be like this big storm, and everybody, all these new characters, who hated each other, all had to get together, and we'd be stuck. And it was this really complicated plot, and we weren't done filming it. And like halfway through the project, I was like, "This is going to take forever to edit." The shots weren't coming out good. Like it wasn't edited well. And we were having scheduling difficulties and audio problems.
Especially working with so many more people than we had originally.
It is amazing how much work other channels or Hollywood can get done to me. Because I'm like, the number of things that have to go right and how little things can set everything back.
We're not working with professionals here.
No. I'm amazed.
We're complete amateurs.
I'm amazed you were willing to be in it.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what I keep hearing. So I hope that's the case, because I go back and I watch some of those.
He didn't pay me at all.
No, no one got paid. Even
there was one time we got Popeyes. I don't know if you paid for. I don't remember if you paid or not.
We normally would get food after filming of some kind. I don't know if I paid every time, but I was definitely
Popeyes were
the Taylosive skits to this day have not made more than $5
not even
in a month. Well, maybe collectively. I think if I went to analytics and looked at revenue and did all time, it would probably be like $80.
Yeah.
But
you guys should go watch it so we can reap some rewards soon.
Right. But it was like a ton of work, and to know that like literally no one was interested in it. And I think on that last day there were people that were just not into it anymore. Yeah. There were a lot of people just going. I think I remember someone or a few people saying like, I don't think I can keep doing this. Or people were kind of tapping out, and I was like, well, if no one's watching, no one cares. And I'm not enjoying it. They're not enjoying. What are we doing here? Who's benefiting from this? So I just never ended up posting that.
Yeah. That was a good choice.
You're just glad no one saw the shower scene. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that, actually.
I can't remember the plot. For one, we didn't show anything. Don't freak out.
I just remember being in the shower, like, with my shirt off, and...
Your character was just... How would you summarize Ian? That was your name.
He was just insane.
It's just like a crazy side quest.
Basically. Yeah, basically.
It's like... Me and Max were the main characters, and then you were the crazy...
I was just chaotic energy, basically.
Yeah, you were always doing something weird.
Yeah.
So... I don't even know what happened to the script, but at some point I was filming you in a shower, and he had a swimsuit on. It wasn't revealing, but it was just awkward.
This was the hidden Taylosive channel that you guys can't find anymore.
Right, it was just a disaster. But what's funny now is since the tech channel is taken off, there's obviously all these trickle down followers that have discovered all the other channels, and I've even seen a few comments here and there of like, so where's Completely Irrelevant season 3? And I'm like, we don't even know how to contact the people that were in it anymore. They've gone off and they're in totally different places now, and on to better things, as they say. But it's all to say that tech was picking up the most traction for me, and no matter what I tried with gaming, I could never get a unique following there. So
it's hard, especially
really
at that point. You didn't have a gaming PC, I don't think.
No, I didn't until later. But even when I did, it didn't help. I thought it might.
Minecraft in HD.
I was trying to do it all in my iMac for a while, and that didn't work.
Oh, there's this meme where it's like this guy building this crazy gaming station.
Yeah.
Right, and then person sits down in the gaming chair, loads up the game, and it's Bloons Tower Defense.
Pretty much. That's how it works a lot of time. Like PewDiePie has these super advanced PCs, and he basically looks at Reddit. He just kind of scrolls. It's covers the basics. Now, actually, my bigger bottleneck in the later times I've tried to do gaming streams is Starlink. Ever since I switched to that, it works fine for my Q&A streams and my uploading of videos, but gaming requires like a higher bit rate, and it looks very compressed when you stream gaming content over it. So it'll get better over time, but
I did Twitch for a little bit as well, streaming gaming and art and stuff like that. And like you could see growth at the beginning, but there are points where it's just so slow.
Oh yeah.
And where you're just like, is anyone going to show up?
Right.
That sort of thing. Like, I got affiliated, and I think I'm at like somewhere around 100 followers maybe. But I got a paycheck from Twitch once, which was crazy. Which is insane after like, I don't know, like 4 years of just like streaming for fun, basically.
Yeah.
And that's when like Fortnite came out. That's when like people were playing Minecraft. Minecraft was on the rise.
Right.
But yeah, I got like a paycheck from Twitch for like $100 one day, and I was like,
whoa,
wow, crazy, right?
Right.
All of this, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm good. I'm paid out.
You were like, I quit right away.
Yeah. It's not. It's definitely not for me. I feel like the editing aspect of video making or like live streaming is like something I enjoy and that I miss when I'm live streaming. Because I want to be able to pick editing. I want to pick and choose what I show so that I can control that comedic timing.
Yeah,
or like doing that sort of thing.
That's fair.
But I haven't gotten into posting my own content or anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess that brings us to today. Now you're using your video editing for work. And
lots of
you don't have to say where you're working.
Yeah,
that is part of your job.
Lots of educational videos, that sort of thing. So it's just like taking stuff that's already been made or already been filmed, but like half the time the audio quality is just terrible. They're like recording on the phone. The phone's like shaking. Right. There's winds. There's background noise. Without like an external mic or something, it's just not good. But I do my best.
Sure.
Throw a denoise filter on it.
Right.
That type of thing. So it's a lot of educational videos. I did make a graduation video. I was commissioned by the department that I graduated from, the Cinema and Digital Media department, to make a graduation video compiling all the videos of like professors congratulating the students. It was really cute, really wholesome. So I put it together, put some music on it, and the turnaround day was like 3 days.
Jeez.
A 30-minute video, basically. And then I was having trouble with Premiere rendering and stuff like that, but we got it out. And then one professor was like, "Hey, you spelled this person's name wrong," and I was like, I'm not rendering the whole thing again. I'll send them a formal apology. Yeah. But it was spelled the way that they had given it to me. So I was like, I can't fix this. It will take like 3 hours to export, 3 hours to upload.
Yes. I'm curious how you handle that, because for me, like before YouTube took off, I did a lot of client work for like a few businesses, but mostly weddings.
Yeah.
And I just was always so frustrated whenever I got feedback back.
Oh, totally.
Because like to me, they would always want changes that I would think aren't good ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always like, make this longer or stretch this out further. I'm
just for like little tiny changes too that are sort of inconsequential.
Right.
When looking at the entire video, you're like, the whole video is bad. But
yeah.
if we fix this thing, it'll be a little less bad.
Right. And I also thought I think too many people think longer means better in the at least my client work. They were always like,
well, I want a longer wedding video.
Yeah, I want this to be long. I want this to be bigger. And I was like, I don't know. I just in the YouTube space at least, and especially like look at how TikTok's doing.
Yeah.
Shorter's usually like
straight
the better.
To the point. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can cut out that's what editing's all about, right?
Yeah.
Is like cutting out what doesn't need to be there and figuring out what's crucial and how minimal you can make a video. So I always looked at it as a perk of like, oh man, I got it under 6 minutes. Oh, I got this video down. Obviously,
but now we need to hit 10 minutes to get paid.
Right. YouTube used to do 10, now it's 8.
Oh, wow.
But for the record, some people may think I'm lying. I've never intentionally stretched a video. Sometimes people think that if I make a video like 10 minutes and 1 second. They'll never believe me, but it's complete coincidence. Because oftentimes you'll see a video 9 minutes and 58 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I could stretch that music
You
file.
you should take that clip of you dancing from, like, the intro to your streams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just put that, like, towards the end. Like, it's like 3-minute video, but it's like...
There's people that have done
7 minutes of you dancing.
I think PewDiePie used to do that.
Yeah.
I've seen a few younger channels do that, where they'll, like, talk for 5 minutes and then 5 minutes of music and just a JPEG, and it just gets them out. And I was like, that second ad only kicks in if someone sits through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of pointless unless they watch the video and then keep watching it throughout all the music. But I don't change the duration. I don't notice it making a big difference in CPM. So I'm always just like, the shorter videos usually do great.
That's what I think too, because like a recent project that I worked on had it was a script based one where I had to do the voiceover, which I'm really interested in, like voice acting and that type of thing too. I think it's really cool.
You can do a lot of voices.
It was annoying to listen to my own voice for so long.
Right.
But there were like sentences that they'd write in the script that were just so long that I'd have to like take a breath or like wet my mouth to like try and talk through the whole thing. I'm just and then it was just like it was an interesting experience. Voice acting is definitely something I want to get into, or I've been looking. That's why I want to like I don't know. Have you seen like any of that stuff in like VTubing and that
yeah I have.
I really enjoy that. I think
that stuff's interesting.
Pretty entertaining because like these are people that don't want to show their face, or they have problems or diseases that they can't, or they don't feel comfortable showing themselves.
Yeah, I
that.
understand
So it
that.
gives them like a platform where they can be a cute anime girl and do that.
We're gonna put a JPEG over you for the whole show.
It
can be whoever you want.
Hi.
But no, like when I had psoriasis.
Yeah.
Because you knew me before when I didn't have psoriasis. He watched The Fall.
Yeah.
Of the
Fall from Greece.
Fall of the Parmesan cheese. But yeah, when I like before 2020, it got really bad and it was growing all over my face and my hands, and dealing with the comments of that all the time was very annoying and frustrating. Not so much offensive, it was just like, I want to talk about the subject in the video, and I go to the comments and everyone's like, your face is weird.
You have dry scalp.
That's right. We wrote it into that skit. That was the last one you were in, I think.
I think so.
For Hire, that was like 2019.
That was crazy.
It was a while ago.
That was at the old office.
Yeah. That was a while back, but I understand completely why some people don't want to show their face.
Yeah. No, I think it's really great because they get to sort of, instead of being like showing themselves and creating this persona, they get to just create this persona, outside, disconnected from.
It's like a character.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of creators do anyway. Yeah. Even if they're not virtual, they just they play it up for the camera. So
I don't know why. It's just so much more entertaining for me, like at least, or even when like. People that do show their face and VTubers interact, like that space between the two, like that, it's very interesting.
Right.
Because Anthony Padilla did a video where he spends a day with VTubers and talked to them about it. It was really interesting.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one, but I have seen a lot of videos on VTubing, and I don't watch very many, but it makes perfect sense to me. It was like, if you can design the character and choose them how
cool,
you want them to act and behave, and that's obviously going to be a lot more unique perspective.
Definitely.
It's like your own spin, like you were saying. Gaming channels need a unique way to separate. I think for Talos of Tech, that was the Apple Sheep thing. That was somewhat present on YouTube.
Niche,
but it wasn't as common, I feel. I mean, I might just have bad memory, but when I started that channel... that separated me from everyone. But yeah, when I started doing the Apple Sheep persona bias of everything, which I wouldn't really say was a character, it was more just me being brutally honest.
Yeah.
It's like... You can
just crank it up a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, this is how I think. I'm just not going to hold back anymore. That it didn't feel like that many channels were doing that at the time. There was more of a...
Like, they know exactly, your perspective on it.
Right. You know
what you're getting.
Yeah. You're not trying to come across as objective or fair.
Because I remember there was one skit that you did with Wyatt, and it was with when he had gotten the Razor phone or something like that, right?
The Razor Sheep. That was a good one. Yeah. He still has that phone.
Wow.
He probably will have that phone until it stops working. And then they stopped making phones.
Yeah.
Dang it, Razor. Come on.
You see the RGB mask that they made?
Yes. That's wonderful. That's the only mask Wyatt can wear, I think, contractually.
Oh, yeah.
He has to wear RGB. He has RGB everything. But, yeah, I think if the tech channel didn't take off and I had more free time somehow, like, if I could just fully commit to gaming stuff and have time to come up with my own unique perspective on it or unique edge.
We did a Minecraft series.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Craft. Yeah.
Ignited. We just played together.
That was really funny, though. I think
it was.
We did a lot of really funny stuff.
It was good.
That's when I had started getting into, like, the sort of, like, meme style of editing.
Right.
Just, like, throwing memes or throwing text.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, like, channels that I watch, they have subtitles, and that somehow makes, like, it way more interesting when you're watching it.
It's true.
So I started doing that, and then recently I've been watching a new channel called Anthpo. Have you heard of him?
I don't think so.
But he does this really unique style of meme editing that I think is hilarious. I'll have to show you some of his stuff. But
yeah, editing style. It's good that you're into editing because I think that's a very underrated, crucial piece of
film
edited content. I mean, YouTube content and online work. Finding ways of trimming things down and then you're right, the subtitles.
Emphasizing, things that are funny or, things that you think would be funny.
How to dwell on something and how to skip past the boring stuff. That's I think there's a big market for that. So if you've got that skill and draw towards it, there's gonna be people hiring.
Yeah, I'll be making TikToks for work.
I got hired by a TikToker. I've heard... Do you know much about their monetization program? I don't know much about it, but...
I think I looked into it a little bit, but
I've heard that
you have
they
to
make
have a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of views.
Right. I hear they make a ton from sponsors.
Probably, yeah.
But the built-in monetization doesn't make very much.
No.
Which is kind of different from YouTube, where the AdSense makes quite a bit. And I'm sure sponsors make the same or more, depending on who it is.
Yeah.
But... yeah, it's interesting. I saw recently that, at least on Android, TikTok had surpassed YouTube in total watch time.
Yeah. No, I could scroll on TikTok for hours. There's just, so much... There's, gaming content on there that people, cut down to, the size of, the screen. And then they take, clips from streams that are really funny, or art. I really like watching, artists, draw, their whole process and stuff. I've done a few of those, and they've done pretty well. But yeah, all the comedy stuff is really funny. They're just really random memes,
Right. Yeah, I've found some very good ones. I don't spend much time in the app, but I find all of the good ones on
Reddit?
YouTube or the compilations
Oh,
elsewhere. I enjoy it, but I don't want to go hunting.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to look for it. I just someone tell me these are the best ones. I'll watch those. But yeah, I mean...
TikTok's the butter your egg roll or something.
Yeah, those videos I'll watch. Yeah. You still do drawing though, right?
Yeah.
You did.
Recently I took a... Let's see, when did I start doing it?
Did you major in it?
So my major is in design and cinema digital media.
Okay.
So Technically, no, but also yes.
Yes, it.
But there was a time during sophomore year of college where I was making stickers, like doing designs and getting them printed by this company, and then selling them to people. Because I would meet people on campus, or I'd post it on like a Facebook group, and I'd be like, "I'll be here if you want to buy some stickers. $3 a piece."
Yeah.
So I sold quite a few. It's crazy because I'll see sometimes on campus I'd see people with my sticker like on their water bottle or like on their laptop.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I still do it today. It's hard to figure out what's gonna sell, what's gonna be popular.
Yeah.
But I like just drawing stuff that I like, and I just want to share it with people.
Yeah.
I think I gave you some of my stickers. If not, then I'll bring you some. But
at some point, I remember it was a while ago. But yeah.
And then I've been doing that. I went to SAC Anime recently.
Oh, cool.
Anime convention in Sacramento, and I was seeing like all the artists in there and all the people that sell, the vendors and stuff like that. Super cool, super nice people. Talked to a few, and I think that at some point I want to sell, some stuff there. Just have prints or like that type of stuff, but still working.
No, that's awesome. I mean, I've never been good at drawing, but just the idea that you could design stuff that you could sell and people buy is
it's
really,
just like
really nice.
like I've been watching a lot of anime, so it's my inspiration. You can see my water bottle here.
Oh, nice.
Got some cute anime girls on it. I covered the logo of this water bottle so you can. Oh yeah. Well, let me talk about this here. This is my friend's clothing brand, by the way, Bolts.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he did like a farmer's market type T-shirt. So they have these like fruit stickers on it, and this is my friend Audrey's shirt. And she screen printed this herself, so it's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, so supporting artists, support your local artists and stuff. A lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. I just got out of the merch game. I just gave up.
That's right. Yeah.
It's like,
if you ever want to do like, you want me to design some merch where, I don't know, something like that, let me know.
I'll just direct people to you.
Or something. I
think your stuff looks cooler than anything I could come up with. I'll just send them your way. You're like, if you want cool merch, check out Cinder. That's the way to go. Yeah. And what do you draw on? I have to ask.
Welcome to Tell Us.
Yeah. They'll appreciate it. That's why
I've got a paper and
So
I sketch on paper, but then I have the new iPad Pro, the thick boy.
The thick boy.
The big one.
You needed that big canvas.
Yeah. I had the 6th gen before that.
Oh,
the
right.
Original Apple Pencil. Hated it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hate it, but I hated the charging of it.
Yeah. You'll hate it. You hate it once the 2nd gen pencil is available.
Exactly.
Me too.
Yeah. But I drew on that a lot. I use the app Procreate. So it's very useful. Very, very good app to draw on. And
what would you recommend for people that are interested in drawing and artwork and they want
like
to kind of
digital artwork and stuff?
Yeah, they want to get into that field, income wise or career wise.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure exactly what the lowest end thing you could get to use the Gen 2 pen with.
Oh yeah, Mini 5.
Yeah, but whatever.
Mini 6. Sorry, the new iPad Mini. It's great.
Yeah, whatever that runs you for, like 300, 200, 300. You can get one for fairly cheap, right?
Yeah. Well, if you want the 2nd gen pencil, you got to sell your kidney.
A little bit.
But
yeah,
first
that's why
gen
I only have
pencil,
one. Yeah.
He sold his.
Yeah. I'd say I really like it, honestly. I think it's much better to draw on the screen than having a tablet that you plug into a computer where you draw on it and you look at the computer screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I like drawing physically on the screen, so it's much more affordable than, like, a Cintiq.
Yeah.
Or, like, something of that caliber. But works, I don't know, basically the same, at least for me. I have, like, this, like, glove that covers, like, these two fingers, so, like, when I'm drawing it, it's more... You don't, like, tap the...
Like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
You put it on, go... So do you think a degree or majoring in that makes a lot of sense, or...
No.
You'd say just freelance it?
Do it for fun.
Just start doing it?
Yeah. No, it's all just, like... I was checking the other day on my app. I have hundreds of just drawings.
Yeah.
And I'll scroll through, like, even on my Instagram, I'll scroll through, like, old drawings that I was like, these are... terrible. Hate them. I'll archive them, but then you can see growth as you go.
Right.
As you're like,
lots of practice.
Gets better and better. But then Yeah, so I'd say do it for fun. I have a lot of friends that aren't design majors or art majors, but their artwork that they do, like on their iPad, is incredible. Like they should totally be artists.
They should
but
be
they're
full-time.
like, you know, I do biosci, or I'm gonna be a doctor and stuff like. I'm like, what? That's crazy. I was like, I wish I had the talent so that I could do this. Like, this is what I'm specializing in, and I can't even compare to, you know, that type of thing. But you know, art is subjective, right?
Yeah,
so that's what I really like about it. That's why I don't like static
math.
Answers and math and stuff like that.
I'm that way too.
Yeah.
I'm an expert in my opinion.
Yeah, I want to be able to BS my way. I want to be able to talk my way out of, you know, any situation.
Me too.
Yeah.
We had that in common growing up.
Yeah.
We were like...
But, you know, in high school, I was just like, I'll do all my homework. I'll do everything, you know, whatever you need, right?
Yeah.
Get the A, get out.
Get the A, get out.
Like, as long as you're not dumb, you can just get an A, right? Just do what they ask of you.
Do what they tell you to do.
It's not that hard.
That's what school prepares you for.
School's not that hard.
Yeah. Just do it. Do it.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Get an iPad, get Procreate.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $10. It's a bargain for that type of app, really. It's like basically you could use it like Photoshop almost.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of good Photoshop alternatives on iPad.
But
so if there was something you could tell yourself before you went into college or a different life trajectory you could take, is there something you'd advise yourself?
That's a really deep question. Wow.
You glad you took the courses you did, or did?
That is a tough question.
You can ask me if it's more fair.
If you have an answer to that, you should go for it.
I dropped out of college, so I'd go back and say, drop out sooner. Drop out of high school.
Yeah. No, I loved being in college.
But
really.
you graduated.
I graduated in June. You went to my graduation party.
Yeah, but you graduated recently, so that's why I'm more curious of your perspective on it. I don't have that experience to share.
It was a great experience overall. I'd say college was a solid 6.5 out of 10.
So it was like a D.
No, it was
if
like
it was a letter grade.
Okay, classes were about there, but like the friendships and the experiences that I had, 10 out of 10. Like
good.
It was great.
So the people you met,
What I really liked about I graduated from University of California, Davis. Please don't revoke my
They made it this far.
Yeah. My diploma, but basically the whole community there, at least compared to where we grew up in, where we were from, was so much more ambitious.
Yeah.
And people were so active and like moving around, doing stuff all the time.
Right.
They're like, let's go do this, you know. Or I don't know. Something about that culture just kind of like made me really happy, very ambitious too, because I was just like, I can start doing stuff, you know.
Sure.
Like that's when one of my friends was like, one day was like, you should make stickers. Your art's really good, and I was like, I should make stickers.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
But it was it was a great experience. Love all my friends. I know that sometimes like that type of culture also gets to be pretty toxic because everyone's trying to one up each other. Or
sure.
That type of thing.
There's pros and cons.
Yeah. So I would be like, I think if I were to go back and tell myself anything, it would just be more open, be more honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of such a bullshit.
That's all right.
Don't hate people. Don't do racism. You know.
Yeah, that's important. To cover the basics first.
No, I would say, you know, I wish I had taken on more experiences, even though things had already been so packed.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had just given everything a try. You know? I think that was the main thing.
Sure.
I'd be like, you only have this opportunity. You won't realize until it passes that you've missed it.
Yeah, you can't go back and redo it now.
Yeah. But take every opportunity that you have and just kind of see where it takes you. Really.
That's awesome. That's inspiring.
Yeah.
Take that how you would. Be more open. Yeah. I think the internet needs more of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people set in their ways, set in how they think.
Learn about what other people believe or like what other people are about. Really.
You don't even have to. It doesn't mean you have to agree.
No.
It's kind of a big subject on our last podcast with my dad. Was that the internet and society as a whole is very focused on. If I don't agree with it, I have to hate it.
Exactly. Yeah.
and if we're more open towards how people think,
there's
better respect.
There should be room for like healthy debate.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like you should be able to disagree with someone without acting violently or acting against them like that.
Yeah,
but you're
very
like,
much.
yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah,
no.
Here's why you're wrong.
Let me break it down why you're wrong. Number 1, you have dry scalp.
Yeah, dry scalp.
Oh, yeah.
You really remember that line.
Yeah, that was
much better than
I
did.
Yeah, I just remember calling you fat and you had dry scalp. That was it.
You see,
in my memory.
There's a lot of Drew hate in the skits because I'm typically the one who ends up writing them, and if I hate on someone else in the skits, that's just mean.
Yeah.
I'm the one formulating
the butt of the joke.
Yeah, I'm formulating the plot. I know I can be the butt of the joke because I'm me.
Yeah.
And I'm writing it.
Yeah.
So I can.
This is my channel.
Yeah, it's my channel. So when I ask you to be in a skit, and I'm like, okay, now call me fat and say my scalp's mess. You're like, what? Why would I? And I was like, it'll be funny. Trust me, it's all the time. If I did that to you, it would be rude. And people would be like, oh, I don't want to be in Drew's skit.
Drew hates Asian people?
It's like, I invite these people over and then I make fun of them for my channel. So it's pretty much the only thing I can do.
Yeah.
I won't offend myself.
Well, you can write me into your next skit if you want to and just completely batter me.
I'll just abolish it. Just make a whole skit called Bullying.
Destroys the entire Asian human race.
Oh, God. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you making the time.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on.
It was a lot of fun, actually.
I'm
surprised we had more to talk about than.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in stuff.
Yeah.
You show up in skits here and there, and the streams here and there, and I see you in the chats on occasion. So I was like, we've never
on YouTube now.
Right.
Yeah.
We've never done just a sat down like, how do I know you?
Yeah.
Why do we know each other? How did we meet? So I hope the episode today can help people get a better perspective. Okay, I know who Cinders is when he shows up in the chat. That's him. So I'll include anything you want in the description that links to your stuff.
Totally,
so you can check him out there, and appreciate you for tuning into the whole thing.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Sorry there's less vlogs on this channel. I tried to vlog a lot at the beginning of the year.
You should use the iPad with the self-tracking to vlog.
Oh, yeah. Like, hold it up. Or no, it'll move itself now.
Yeah.
I need to buy a new one for that. Darn. Oh, well. Need an excuse. But the podcasts, I think, are a good way for people to understand people in my personal life a lot better.
Yeah.
So.
Or if anyone has questions, maybe I'll hop on again and then answer.
We did a pre-recorded. Now we can do a stream next time.
Yeah.
Do a live chat. Yeah. We should have a side-by-side of you drawing something and me drawing something.
Oh, actually, that sounds pretty fun.
It'll descend into horrible. Like, mine will look awful and yours will look
just like
pretty good.
Play like Pictionary or something.
Yeah. You'd be good at it, I imagine. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Oh, wait. Do you have any questions for me? You don't, I just want to give you a chance.
Prepared?
Yeah, I needed 10 questions. You can ask anything or end the show on something if you'd like.
What's your favorite race? Cut it there. That's
NASCAR. Bye. Have a good week.